Hello viewers, this is Winch here. Welcome to my new series I want to start called Get Obliterated. This is a series where I wanted to just pick out several matches that I experienced here and there where I really feel like my performance shined brighter than the average players and my departure from my usual games, and that being good gameplay, overall battlefield experiences only in battlefield moments, and I think this match right here summarizes a lot of that. So this series I'll focus as usual on my overall strategies and tips and observations and talk about various topics as well in this series. But the reason I've chosen this game mode, Obliteration, is because it is my favorite game mode in Battlefield 4. This is a new game mode that's come to the Battlefield franchise. It's made its appearance here in Battlefield 4. I don't recall it being any other previous versions of Battlefield because that's a common thing we're seeing, like Commander mode, for example. The loadout, by the way, I'm running out here is a Pesheneg, the PKP Pesheneg in the support class. It's just a monster of a weapon. You can see me here changing my loadout to include the 3.5 zoom scope on it. I believe it's a PKA scope, and it's a heavy barrel and an angled foregrip. I find out that this loadout is really effective at medium to long range engagements. It's just a monster. You can see this thing really becoming a force here, particularly later on in the match at the final clip. Now, this is a piece of equipment that's controversial, the UCAV, and you can see right there it's not that easy to use. I've got a couple hundred kills with this thing already, and I still struggle to use it sometimes, and I make an error. One piece of advice, if you guys haven't unlocked it, or if you're looking to unlock it, I would encourage you not to deploy it when your target is within 100 meters or less, which is what happened to me there. It's just too hard to aim it at close range. You got to have a substantial amount of distance. The ideal range is 200 to 300 meters. That's really where I see its effectiveness at. But of course, you can fly that across the map, and it's great in this game mode. You'll see me utilize it here to take out bomb carriers all day long. I mean, having that ability in support class to eliminate the bomb threat, I mean, once they get going on this map, Goldman Railway, I mean, they can cover some distance on this. So right there, as you're paying a favor to a guy that's you can see him later on in this footage as well. What's going on in Battlefield? He's a player that used to play with me quite a bit in Battlefield 3. He just now got on board with Battlefield 4 on PlayStation 4 here. So anyway, the Pesheneg here, going to the specific loadout of this weapon, so I'll slow down this clip. I mean, this thing does 34 damage at relatively close range and medium range as well. It's a good fire rate weapon. I think the recoil on it is quite manageable, even with the heavy barrel. And I'm finding myself more and more getting away from the compensator muzzle brake loadout. I'm finding myself kind of like we did in Battlefield 3, getting away from attachments that affect your aim and your accuracy. Oh, and by the way, snipers, you know, God bless you guys. Thanks for all you do out there, but you know, your time has come and gone in a lot of respects. So it never ceases to amaze me, snipers. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great class. I find it very much it is buffed class, so just epic again. Go from that to that. I mean, that's how Battlefield goes, right? But I find recons being very effective in Battlefield 4, but you cannot stay in the same spot for more than 5 seconds, because the moment I respawn in, I'm just gonna pull out the UCAV. Yes, I'm mad. You mad, bro? Yes, I am. And I'm coming back for you, because I just cannot stand snipers that sit on top of buildings. This poor guy, intoxicated. Yeah, the teabag's coming out. It's on, and from here on out, in the rest of the match, he's gonna get just the mop floored by me, because yeah, certain players, I don't know if they're out there trolling or what, but they seem to target me, and recons, more than anything in this game, get underneath my skin, and they just make my skin crawl. Recons do. Like this, their play style, the mentality, never playing the objective, just sitting back, you know, on top of rooftops, camping, what have you, just stationary. I can't stand stationary targets. And what's going on with this, by the way? It's like these little mini grenades cannot take out recon respawn beacons. So I guess that's for the better, because I got the tags here, my little boy, and blank dog tags, that is. But for some reason, you can only shoot these things or knife them in order to take them out. It used to be in Battlefield 3, just one little grenade, and you'd be good to go with that. Right here, again, the UCAV, you can see, look at the range of this. I mean, these guys are highly mobile in looks like a Jeep of some kind. And being able to take these guys out, it doesn't really take out the Jeep, it just takes out the players inside of it. So, quick double kill there. It eliminates the bomb threat. And it changes the course of the game, because the moment people get running with that bomb in this game mode, they're going to make it to the objective, and you just can't touch them. You just can't get to them. Again, this is what you see with these players. They just come after you. They come after you. It's like you kill them once. They have to repay the favor. It's something I'm guilty of myself. As you can see in the gameplay, the moment they kill me, I'm coming after them, and then they come after they come after you. It's this constant back and forth brawl, if you will. But at some point in time, you got to realize your loadout's not effective, your tactics aren't effective, and you should probably stay away from that one player. But we're all guilty of it, letting our emotions get the better of us. There again, you just gotta be careful with certain players. Road killing was not a specialty of mine. I find I can only do it in third-person perspective, which I hate to do because I feel like it's so arcadish. Look at the split between those two enemies here. I'm right in the midst of all these guys. Look at all the action here. Did you see the bomb explosion going off a moment ago with the improvised explosive devices? That's the revolution factor on this match. Caught out of that Jeep just in time before, I guess, some kind of rocket or something took me out. But, it's not time to sit down and recoup. We got a job to do here. The bomb, the objective's out in front of me. I've got the range to deal with it, and I'm going to throw a few more rounds out to try to take out those bomb carriers. By the way, I think every time you kill the bomb carrier, you will get an extra 100 points, or every time you pick up the bomb, you get an extra 100 points as well. So bear that in mind, just going out and pick up the bomb if you're on your last leg, sometimes you'll just get an extra 100 points for doing that. Now in this gameplay, I get, I think, just under 50 kills, or right at 50 kills, and that's pretty good on Obliteration. For one, on PlayStation 4, the game mode's still capped at 20 minutes. I'm not sure why that is. The other thing is that's capped at 32 players. Unlike PC, where I believe you can have 64 players on Obliteration, I don't think there's time limits. It depends on the server. So to get 50 kills in this amount of time is it's not a common occurrence. So I got nearly 5 KD on this, and at the end of this gameplay, you're going to see me just go ham with this Peshneg. I mean, this thing, I'm finding myself really utilizing it more. And there's another IED explosion. Look at that smoke cloud going up. I mean, just beautiful, this game. And the moments like this, you're just, golly, you just can't get anything else. No other game can replicate it. But I'm finding myself with this loadout really appreciating the heavy barrel combination. At first, I was kind of frowning on the whole heavy barrel attachment. Yeah, and that's something I've found across the board Battlefield. It's like, try something out, I don't like it, and then I try it again later on, and I find out, well, okay, my initial analysis of this loadout was I was maybe judgmental or jumped to a conclusion too quick. So often not, you need to change your loadout, try stuff that you haven't done before. That's what I'm finding out with this loadout. On a lot of weapons, the heavy barrels, having that 50% increase in your accuracy really allows you to get bullets on target when your aim's correct. So anytime you put a compensator or muzzle brake on and you're full auto, for example, I mean, a 30% penalty in accuracy is substantial. And I find on weapons like the Ace 21, that weapon, it really has, it's so accurate as it is, you don't need to put anything on it to reduce horizontal recoil or vertical recoil. So you're really just penalizing yourself putting those attachments on. So stay away from this blanket concept on your loadouts of I just have to have a muzzle brake or a compensator. That's what I run with every weapon. Every weapon's unique in Battlefield. That's something that's great about Battlefield. And as such, you need to treat your mindset of that weapon accordingly. Again, heavy barrel may not be the best attachment of every gun, but certain guns it's great on. Right here, I mean, you can just see me going toe to toe there with the team pushing up there, taking cover. Right here, I'm just kind of overwhelmed. I know I'm spotted. The end is near. And I was anticipating a guy running around there, but I think he went to the right instead of the left, and that's just how it goes in this game. Again, UCAV. A lot of times what I do with this is I'll spawn in and I'll just go ahead and deploy it, but other times I'll also hold on to it for those. What I'm trying to get at here is that you have to make this weapon count. You only get to use it once, and a lot of people say it's overpowered. Now you really can't say that. I mean, the fact that you can only use it once once you deploy, pretty much means if you, as I did just now, I got 1 kill. Whoop-de-doo. Now what am I going to do? As a support class, now I have nothing to identify myself as a support class. I've got no C4, got no air burst. I can't use the UCAV again unless I want to throw out ammo crate and stand still for 90 seconds. Let me tell you right now, that's not going to happen. So essentially you have 1 deployment of this piece of equipment. And if you don't make it count, if you don't use it correctly, if you don't get a kill, you're pretty much forfeited your whole class. So right now, there's lots of times, the majority of time, I don't even run the UCAV anymore because it's just, I mean, I find it to be effective for getting a couple kills or 1 kill, but really I get, in the long run, I find having the advantages of having C4 at my disposal, the ability to take out vehicles, or the air burst, take out guys off on rooftops, reload that, that to be a better choice than the UCAV, particularly on short, close quarters maps. I mean, there's absolutely nothing you're going to do with that UCAV. So, guys, please stop stating the UCAV is overpowered. Trust me, from a guy that's got lots of kills with it, I think it's done right now. The fact that you can't really reload it in a practical sense is perfect now. You know, 1 shot, that's all you got. Right here, again, this is pretty much where I'm going to be moving into the final clip here, where I just go, I mean, just unstoppable now. Poor Battlefield. Him and I are talking in this gameplay. He's on the other team. He's genuinely trying to come after me, and we were having a good amount of fun laughing at each other because, you know, I don't know where he's at. He's not telling me, and we're just playing the game, and he's like, how are you killing me every time like this? And that's just how it goes sometimes. But headshots with this weapon, I mean, this thing, it seems to 1-shot kill all the time, instantly if you get him in the head. But I'm going to show you a clip here in a moment where, and it was Battlefield that I killed, and I knew what his health was because I'm talking to him. He had 100% health. He's parachuting down, and I'll replay the clip twice for you. I essentially get 1 or 2 shots on him, and he's dead. I'm like, this gun doesn't do that kind of damage. So I don't know if this is a glitch we're seeing in the game. The 1-shot glitch is still evident or prevalent, but I mean, honestly, I really don't see it that often. But I mean, this might be a good example of where we're at here. Again, look at the range advantage of this weapon. Medium range. Support class typically wasn't this accurate in Battlefield 3, so this is situations where I'm finding myself paying attention to the capabilities of support, the unique capabilities now in Battlefield 4. So here's this moment. Boom, boom. He had 100% health. He just parachuted in. Nobody else was engaging him at that time. I mean, that random over there is not far from him, but I'm shooting first. And what happened there? I mean, this gun is good, but I don't think it's that good. Again, pushing up more. This is what I like about Obliteration, because you can just parachute instantly into the action. And if you really want to get froggy, so to say, I love basically running into the enemy's parachute point, because they can parachute in and spot you, and then they're all raining down on you. So it's just raining enemies. You're enveloped in 360 degrees of combat, and I'm still going on here. I mean, just dropping guys all around me with this, trying to look up, spot the parachute guys coming in. Obviously having my eyes glued to the minimap. But this whole area is a danger zone. This is not something I would recommend. This isn't for kids, if you're watching. You just got to be careful in these areas. It's just a lot of fun. Obliteration, again, there's 3 targets on each side. Each team's got to bomb the opposing team's target within the time limit. And obviously here at the minute 38 seconds or minute 20 seconds at this point, I'm just not paying much attention to the objective. Just trying to be where I'm at in the match. You have to take that in consideration too. If you're not near the bomb, or if you don't have the bomb, still you can play the objective by engaging the team that's respawning in your area and trying to keep the targets isolated in your vicinity. Right here's where I'm going to meet my demise here, as I got a little overzealous with Intoxicated as my final target. I was hoping to knife him here one more time in the end. Lost my situational awareness. I realized he was flanking around quicker than he was. But wrapped it up 7-3 there against him. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll have more of this series, whatever the situation or the particular events unfold. And I'll post that up. Get Obliterated. I encourage you guys to try this game mode. I still think it's the best in Battlefield, personally. Having a lot of fun with it. Please like and subscribe. I'll have more Battlefield 4 content to come.